All right, welcome back to another episode of the best worst show on the internet, Griftcast IRL. I'll be your host. My name is Manuel Chavez III, or the Turd, depending on how you know me. And yeah, this is this show that we do sometimes or whatever, since life is what it is. It is what it is. Savvy. Yeah, I don't know why all the pirateness that's in my life coming out, but I feel like I need to get back to my roots. Yeah, I feel like I need to get back to my roots. I need to go back, all the way back to the very, very beginning of my days when I was but a lonely internet pirate sailing the high seas of digital downloads and uploads. Yeah. Maybe one day that's what we'll be at. Although every time I look into that scene, it just seems like people are getting shut down and shut up all over the place. Kind of makes you wonder if that's ever going to, like have its, what do they call that? When something has its third act, the finale. Ah, yes, a finale. That show's been on the back burner for a real long time. It's like when you watch a season of something and then, they like cancel it. So it's like on a cliffhanger and you're like, well, how the fuck does that shit end? Like, are they going to win? Are they going to lose? No, they just canceled the shit. So you never find out, right? That's all it is, what I've always tried to figure out. It's like in that movie that's really awesome called Galaxy Quest. Have you ever seen Galaxy Quest? If you haven't seen it, I recommend it because it's like sci-fi, but it's also funny. It's making fun of like Star Trek, obviously, but it's just like a really good look at like how the world and the universe could really be. And I think it's very silly, but it does give you kind of the good ideas to how this could all have gone down in the first place. Anyways, what the fuck? What the fuck are we talking about today? I don't know what we're talking about today, but I got my Lunchy with me. Ulay. I got my Lunchy. She's the puppy of my puppy. The puppy of my dream. Hello, my sweet girl. What are you doing? Did you eat that piece of chicken? There's definitely no more chicken in there. And you're not a fan of noodles, so I'm not wasting the noodles on you, okay? We try to feed you the noodles, but you don't really eat them. You're not a fan of the glutinous materials. You like the proteins. Oh, there's my Lunchy. Lunchy, go clean the room. Everybody's bitching you need to clean the room, Lunchy. Clean the room. Why? It's just gonna get dirty again, and I'm depressed. Plus, there's like other stuff that I could do, like hang out with Lunchy and give her kissies. Yeah, you're good. You're just gonna sit there. That's good. I like you sitting right there. That's a good place for you. I'd much rather have you over here with me than sitting on the bed under the covers, hiding from everyone. You little scaredy. Oh, you're not scared? You're not scared? You're over there lounging out? Okay. She's a good girl. Yeah, Lunchy's a good girl. She's my number one in my life. My number one puppy. But you know what? You know who my number two is? It's you guys. That's right. Each and every single one of you, you're part of my number two, because whenever we come here, we do this show, it's you and me coming together, co-creating whatever this thing is. Because if you're in the Discord, you share links and stuff. And a lot of the stuff that we got from today came through. But before we get into that, we obviously need to get through and say, hey, there is that one thing that we got. It's called a link tree. You can head on over there. You can click all of our links. You can join the Discord, send us emails, download products, pay us money, exactly like the good stuff that we are always trying to see and do, right? Oh, all the good things that we like. Oh, what? You hear some noise going on outside? What's up with that? You hear the boys still barking outside, and you're like, well, but maybe I could go outside for a little bit longer, Papa. Oh, maybe you could. But you've been outside all day. Outside girl. Well, you bark if there's something going on, because I got my headphones on, so I can't hear your little gruff. I don't hear that. You gotta be loud. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Anytime you can go to Linktrees/Griftcast, or you can just go to griftcast.com and it'll take you to the Linktree very easily, very strangely, very simply, whatever, like we're here doing a show, guys. This is the best worst show on the internet. That's why it doesn't have a schedule. It goes on at random hours, and the content is always a mishmash, just because we're not trying to be the best of the best here, folks. We're trying to be the best of the work, so get with the program. That's why you are here in the first place. You are here for epic mediocrity, and epic mediocrity is what you will get, and you will be happy. Is that not right, Miss Lunch, i.e.? You don't like it when I say it like that, Lunchy? I'm sorry. You little genius. She's a little genius. Well, look at that, dude. Bop $9.99 to the super chat. Wow, we appreciate them super chats. It says, appreciate you keeping it 100, Faygo. You're a real one. Yes, Faygo does exist. That is a name that we do use or whatever. And, but we are a real one. We're about as real as it comes. It don't get any realer than this, my boy and girls. And you know what? I'm a mean man sometimes. I'm like sandpaper, which some people think it's mean, but I'm just here to scuff them up and make them shine. You know what I'm saying? Got to get a little bit of grit on them before you get some shit on them. You know what I'm saying? Little grit before shit. I probably should have thought about that one a little bit more, but then again, this is the best worst show on the internet, so it doesn't really matter if the jokes are good or bad. It's actually, I think, better if they are bad, because then it adds to the badness of the entirety of the show. Lunchy, that was me hitting the torch. That was me hitting the torch, Lunchy. I'm sorry. Sorry, you want some Snickers? You want a Snickers? It's got peanut butter, caramel, nougat, and chocolate. You're not supposed to eat chocolate, but honestly, do we listen to what anybody tells us to do? No. No. Whatever. So, I guess we should get this moving along and start talking about the news, because there's obviously, that's why we do a news podcast, is to talk about things like that. Besides cooking and stuff like that, which tomorrow we're definitely going to be probably smoking some chicken breasts, doing a nice little recipe such as this. They're skinless, so it's not going to be the best. I like to get the ones with the skins on, because the skin is one of the best parts, Fry that shit up, gets real crunchy. Num, 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 num. But we work with what we got, because that's the way it goes. And it's all right, Lunchy? You're going to eat the smoky chicken either way. Isn't that true, my dear? Yes, Daddy, that is true. And I know, don't be looking at me with those I'm hungry eyes. I love you, but I know that you've been over at Sherry's, and Sherry feeds you all the good food. She does. I know. How do you know? It's because I can use my brain chip to tap into the Nest cameras and see what's going on over there. But I don't really need the Nest cameras. I can just, move my spirit about 50 feet in that direction, and then I can just see you. So you're going to have to deal with that. That's how I find you. Anyways, sorry, just me and the dog having a moment, me explaining to her my superpower. See, you could probably do that shit too if you really wanted to. You just got to be able to take your body, get your spirit all aligned and stuff, and then you just kind of move it out, right? And then you just send it over. And then it's like, woo! It's really hard to do. Most people have to do it when they're asleep. They gotta fucking lay down. And then they gotta do silver cord, all that shit. And I mean, you know what? That's fine. I'm not talking shit or whatever. Everybody starts out somewhere. That's where everybody starts. But the whole idea is to be able to do that at any time without having to, shut your eyes and shit. Because what the fuck is the point of that shit if you can't just do it? You know what I'm saying? That should be the goal that you have. You should be able to look around the corner without looking around the corner. You know what I mean? Kind of seems like a pretty dope skill. Plus, it seems like hacks, though, because, like, I watch people play video games all the time, and you could see the cheaters or whatever. They'll be like, you know, they'll be able to, like, be on themselves, but then they'll be able to move out and see stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like an extra camera. Try it. You'll probably be like, what the fuck? I could do that? Yeah. But you got to open up your chakras, you know? You got to open up all your chakras, right? You got to, like, draw in all of the source energy from the universe and draw it down in through your body and fill it up with, like, the light of the world and the universe. And then you got to shoot it down into the center of the planet. And then it's going to give you something back. And then you can, like, charge up or whatever. I don't know. Did I just explain to you how to go Super Saiyan? I don't know. Am I just making all of this stuff up? Who knows? Maybe I'm just telling you all of this stuff that I read all over the years, and I'm just kind of like throwing it at you in a smattering mishmash. I don't know. Nobody really knows if I'm being sarcastic, if I'm being real. Last time I checked, I was the realest guy on the internet, and then people are still giving me shit. I don't know. But you know what? There's more to the world than meets the eye anyways. So I just think about it. Oh, well, that's good there. Bam. Nice of you to catch one of our streams. You know, we should probably shout out to some people in the chat too. Because, you know, there's a bunch of you apparently. There's apparently a bunch of you people that like this fucking trash. Anyways, what's up, Bag to Poop? Always a pleasure to have your greenness in here. Oh, yes, Mr. No One Here Yet. You were second, sucker. Damn. How does that feel? You always get them eyeballs in first, though. Like, I got to respect that shit big time. And he's got the green name, too. We got the Admiral Obvious. I don't know who this dude is, but what's up, Admiral Obvious? I see you around. How you doing, Metal Monster PDX? Over on the Rumble. Of course, more people are watching on Rumble because at least Rumble doesn't censor us. Lets us say whatever we want. Even lets us put some crazy shit up there. Aye. And we got James Lynch. We got Christina. How you doing, dear? One of our fantabulous moderators out there. She sends lots of people. She went broke sending YouTubers money, though. So you better, like, gotta make sure you remind her. Be like, stop sending these fucking fake-ass motherfuckers money. Stop it. Don't do it. Stop. Put that fucking meme of, you know, Michael Jordan being all like, stop. You know? I think all right, yeah, I just gotta look it up. Michael Jordan, stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help. Okay? I'm going to turn that up, actually.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Y'all need to get some help. Get some help. Whatever. I was supposed to be shouting people out in the chat. I don't know. I get fucking distracted.
Today
sometimes.
We're going to look at 3...
Shut up, Mr. Ballin, you son of a bitch. Anyways. Okay. How's it going, Purple Rain, over on the Rumble? Nice to see you. Sue with their green-ass name and her green-ass face and her fake-ass vibes. One time, though, the best memory I have of Susu, I didn't even see it or whatever, but apparently she had joined one of our Discord calls at one time, and when she joined, she turned on her camera, and I guess a funny thing happened, and I didn't see it, but, you know, like, maybe ask her about it sometimes. Apparently, it's really funny. Hello to Phoenix Benjamin. Phoenix Benjamin. Hello, Virginia Olsen. Always a pleasure to have you here, my moderator and friend. Always a nice pleasure. How's it going, PySG117? Still don't know what the shit your name means, but you know what it is, what it is. How you doing, JCJ? Good to have you with us. Good to have you with us. Bebop, thank you again for your generous donation and just being here hanging out with us. We truly appreciate that shit. How you doing there, Dave Bucky? I have noticed you out there in the chat room, my friend. And how's it going to iPhobo? What's up, G? Nice to have you over here. And Sky Schooler is apparently Admiral Obvious over there on Rumble. Didn't know that. So I think we got that going good. Yeah, you good, Lunchy? Yeah, we shouted everybody out. Good girl. We did it. We remembered. We got to shout out the people. Because that's what you do on bad shows. Not on good shows. On good shows, they fucking ignore you and they don't give a shit about you. They just want you to send them all that sweet, sweet cash. Which is obviously not a bad business decision, but, you know, here I am, like fucking Diogenes, just a fucking piece of shit. So, it is what it is. Yeah. Best worst on Rumble. No, yeah, dude, we're the best worst show on the internet. So the internet covers YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Rumble, fucking whatever, you know, everything. Covers all of them. Even the ones that I'm not on, I'm the best show that they don't. I'm the best worst show they got. And even if they don't got it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we would be on Twitter, but I ain't paying for Twitter Blue anymore. No, I ain't doing it until I get my shit back. So, you know what? Fuck you, Elon Musk. You suck a deek. Suck a pee-pee. That's right. Elon Musk can suck a pee-pee. She's like, oh, Daddy, that doesn't sound bad, Daddy. Oh, I forget. You're a girl. I forget. You're a woman. My bad. My bad. Anyway, so let's talk about the news. Well, the news of today seems to be more bad shit's about to be happening to good old Donald fucking Trump. Oh, shit. We just got ourselves another super chat. Or is it a super sticker? It's a super sticker for $4 from our good friend Virginia Olsen. And it's a pear-shaped character sticking out of coffee, it looks like. I think that's what that's supposed to be. I don't know. But we do appreciate you, Virginia Olsen. Thank you for your generous donation, and we hope you're having a great day. Great day. Great day. Because Trump's about not to be having a great day, right? Because he's going to get indicted again. Yep, that's right. What is this, like the third indictment? Is it the third time the charm type shit? Because didn't they already have 2 other indictments on this? And now this is one that they're talking about with the January 6th. And I don't know. Is this election interference? Is this them trying to basically get this guy off the table? They're trying every single possible thing that they possibly can. I mean, are they that worried that they can't beat this guy legitimately again? I don't get it. But according to the Trumpinator, can I call him the Trumpinator? Don't really care if you care, but Trumpinator. Wow. On Saturday night, while I was with my family having just arrived from the Turning Point event in Florida, where I won the straw poll against other Republican candidates with 85.7% of all polls showing me leading the Republican primary by very substantial numbers, almost everyone predicting that I will be the Republican nominee for president, as far as I am the leading Democrat Joe Biden in the polls by a lot. Horrifying news for the country was given to me by my attorneys. Deranged Jack Smith, the prosecutor with Joe Biden's DOJ, sent a letter, again, it was Sunday night, stating that I am target of the January 6th grand jury investigation and giving me 4 very short days to report to the grand jury, which almost always means an arrest and indictment. Ay, ay, ay. So now, Joe Biden's Attorney General, Merrick Garland, who I turned down for the United States Supreme Court, in retrospect, based on his corrupt and unethical actions, was a very wise decision, together with Joe Biden's Justice Department, or Department of Injustice, have effectively issued a 3rd indictment and arrest of Joe Biden's #1 political opponent. Not 1 or 2 or 3, but 3. Who largely is dominating him in the race for the presidency. Nothing like this has ever happened in our country before, or even close. They illegally spied on my campaign, attacked me with the totally fake dossier that was funded by the Hillary Clinton campaign and the DNC, impeached me twice. I won. And they failed on the Mueller witch hunt with the Russia collusion hoax. They failed on the Russia hoax. the 51 intelligence agents fraud, the FBI Twitter files, the DOJ Facebook censorship, and every other scam imaginable. But on top of all of that, they now have effectively indicted me 3 times. The DOJ staff that runs the DA's office in Manhattan, with a probable 4th coming from Atlanta, where the DOJ are in strict and possibly illegal coordination with the district attorney, whose record on murder and other violent crimes is abysmal. This witch hunt is all about election interference and a complete and total political weaponization of law enforcement. It is a very sad and dark period for our nation. Wow. This guy really knows how to lay it on thick, doesn't he? Yeah, he does, actually. But yes, this is from Trump. His posting, I think this came from Truth Social or something like that. I don't know his idea, but apparently on Thursday, he will be reporting to that grand jury and possibly being indicted and arrested this time. Oh, they're going to arrest a city or ex-president. This seems like crazy to me. It seems more crazy than any of the crazy stuff that we've seen thus far from them. We knew that it was coming down the pipeline, but it's just kind of insane. Like, they couldn't win on any of the other hoaxes, so now they're really pushing this January 6th thing, and everyone pretty much knows exactly what really went along in that situation. And there's still people that are locked up for that shit that obviously shouldn't be there, but it's the weaponization of the Department of Justice. It's basically the weaponization of the government against its own citizens, right? Like, if you vote for Trump, if you're a Trump supporter, in the very short future, man, like, they're going to be rounding us up and trying to throw us into fucking concentration camps and shit for our ideology. And that's what it's going to be. Like, it's going to be like that movie V for Vendetta, but if you're not lesbian, LGBTQ plus IAGRSQ, whatever, that shit, if you're not a part of that shit, you're literally going to be living with the target on your back. You're going to be having the scarlet letter. And if you don't have the rainbow badge of security, or if you don't go along with all of their crazy bullshit that they want to push forward, like, hey, let's let kids mutilate themselves. And yeah, let's let kids do whatever they want regarding anything that they want. Because who gives a shit about age? Yeah, who gives a shit about age? That's what they're basically trying to push forward to us. And it's the same to me. You know, it does seem like it's a very dark day in history. And you know it's a dark day because this constitutional indoctrination of everything that we're looking at is something that is much different than we've ever seen in the country. I mean, just think back to when Obama was the president and ask yourself if this shit would have happened. And then take that screen in your brain and move it over to the side, and then bring up another screen in your brain, and then pull up the beginning of the first George Bush, and then put that screen up there, and then do another screen for the other George Bush, and then do another screen for fucking Bill Clinton, and put them all 4 together and start from their the beginning of their presidency, go to the end of their presidency, and play it back at the exact same time. And to just watch it and go backwards and forwards, scrub them backwards and forwards. And you tell me if you could have ever thought any of this shit would have ever have happened back then. And I'm pretty sure you probably wouldn't be able to do it. Some of us can't look farther back. You know, some of us can't see the Carter presidency like me because I wasn't here in this particular thing. So the way it works is, you know, like I didn't see it. I wasn't there. It wasn't on the earth. Right? So like I couldn't see it. But you should probably think about this for at least a little bit because it's going to take you into a different space, man. Like Donald Trump is the one that's saying that he's a target of this and saying that this is coming forward. And it's very strange that we didn't have any crazy leaks or anything coming out, right? There hasn't been a leak or anything. The only people that's leaking anything is Donald Trump. And CNN doesn't seem to be putting their bombastic headlines on it because it's almost like they don't even fucking believe it, right? They don't believe it. They're just talking about the letter, and they are just saying that there has been no notification. We have no idea, but we know that Thursday is going to be a big day for the country in a lot of different ways. And I think that this is all part and parcel, right? Because it's also being reported that apparently on the very same, or the day after Donald Trump found out that he's getting indicted for the third time, 16 electors that participated in the Trump elector face, or a fake elector scam, I guess, face felony charges in Michigan. That's right. All of a sudden, Attorney General Dana Nelson is leveling felony charges against 16 Republicans who signed a certificate falsely stating that Donald Trump won Michigan's 2020 presidential election, including criminal cases against top political figures inside the state GOP. So it's not just happening at the very high levels of the government. See, this socialist weirdo fucking Nazi takeover, socialist Nazi takeover that's happening right now, socialist pedophile Nazi rapist whatever takeover, they're Nazis. They're gay Nazis. I don't know, this is the easiest way to break it down. Gay Nazis. So at the highest levels of the government, they're going after the president. And now we even have states that are going after people that were in any way involved with it. And they're taking on political figures. So they're basically arresting their political opponents. And they're utilizing the Department of Justice to go after them to ensure that they get themselves a win. Because they're really, really afraid of not having the Congress next year, right? Or they're afraid that they might win the Congress, but then they're going to lose the Senate, as it always goes. It would be basically a death sentence to it would be the final death blow to America if somehow the Democrats won the next election, got the presidency, and also won the House and the Senate. That would be the end of America completely. Like, we already don't live in America, but there's still places around here. There's still people. But after that, it's when everything fucking changes. But we're seeing it happening now that it's not even just Trump anymore. It's people that are connected to Trump. It's people that were doing any of these little things. They're going to start fucking picking us up on. So you got to realize that it's not over, folks. And even if Donald Trump somehow ekes out a win in the election, right? If he somehow ekes out a win in the election, best believe that those motherfuckers are going to be going apeshit, burning down fucking churches and state buildings and everything else. You fucking know. So it's like they're either going to win the election, or it's my thought that they're either going to have to win the election, or they're just going to fucking like try to overthrow the government, which is exactly what happened on January 6th. It's just going to be reversed, where instead of it being manufactured and made up, it's going to be them actually fucking trying to do it. And they're going to come after us, dude. They're coming after us as it is, but if you had any involvement with anything that had to do with it, it seems that they're going after the Trump appointees. They're trying after the Trump people as much as they possibly can. And it's all riding on the same thing that we've been looking at here with Trump announcing that he's going to get indicted again, right? Like, did you really expect them to not get indicted? Do we really expect this whole thing to just kind of go off without a hitch? I mean, I don't know, dude. Packed houses aside, it's like Donald Trump is still pulling in the numbers that nobody else is seeing. You know, Ron DeSantis, Joe Biden, all the rest of these guys, they're not pulling in these numbers. But who knows? I think it's elections. Here's a message about elections from our good friend Hillary Clinton.
I know we're all focused on the 2022 midterm elections, and they are incredibly important.
Thanks, Hillary.
We also have to look ahead, because you know what? Our opponents certainly are. Right-wing extremists already have a plan to literally steal the next presidential election. And they're not making a secret of it. the right-wing controlled Supreme Court may be poised to rule on giving state legislatures, yes, you heard me that correctly, state legislatures the power to overturn presidential elections. Just think, if that happens, the 2024 presidential election could be decided not by the popular vote or even by the anachronistic electoral college, but by state legislatures. I know we're all...
Wow, Hillary. Thank you so much for that powerful message about the 2024 election. We appreciate you coming on the show and then breaking it down for us like that. I couldn't have asked a better person to come on the show. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, Hillary Clinton. Now let's try not to add any more bodies to the count this year, okay? I know you guys have a problem, but Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. So, what else do we got going on in the world for today, in all days and times? I don't really know, Not really big stuff, obviously. It's just like Trump's going to get fucking arrested, dude. Trump's going to get put out there. He's going to get stuck out. He's going to get busted. They're going to put him in jail. And you know what? He deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it. Now, I'm not here to alarm you guys, but I'm probably going to alarm you. Jim Cramer says that he doesn't see a recession on the horizon. He says recent conjecture just doesn't hold up under close scrutiny. Hey, Virginia Olsen, I do not like hearing you talk bad about my queen, Hillary Clinton, like that. Who cares if she paid for fake Russian papers? She was trying to win an election, queen. Okay? You gotta do dirty shit sometimes. Haven't you ever seen the movie Black Sheep? You don't like David Spade and Chris Farley? What's wrong with you? You don't like good comedy? Apparently not. Apparently not. Talk about fake Russian papers. Hillary Clinton, greatest woman who ever lived. Laying it on thick there, aren't I? I love that nobody can tell when I'm being sarcastic. It's fucking hilarious. So, yeah, I didn't want to alarm you, but it's been my experience whenever Jim Cramer says anything, the opposite is generally true. So, yeah, it looks like that recession shit's probably real, and we're fucked. So, $8 gas, $8 milk, $5 water. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. It's going to be really good for you. Not being able to eat and your family starving. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to be great. It's going to be great, Lunchy. You're going to be fine. You can just steal Bingo's food. He's fat anyway. Sorry, Bingo, but it's true. I love you. Woo! Actually, where's this video? I had like a video of fucking... What the fuck? I hate that shit. Oh, here it is.
Israelis and Palestinians together at a political level, and Israelis and Palestinians together at a political level, and
whatever. Speaking of back in the day, I remember good old Barack Obama. Good old Senator Barack Obama. Man, when I was a young, bright-eyed, impressionable young individual, I looked up to this black man, and I was like, that black man, he's gonna change some shit, I believe. You know what? He did.
I was not in this body 4 years ago, but what I observed as a voter, as a citizen of Illinois 4 years ago, were troubling evidence of the fact that not every vote was being counted.
Senator from New York.
Mr. President, this is obviously a difficult debate for many reasons, but I commend the senator from California for joining with members of the House, most particularly Congresswoman Stephanie Tubbs Jones.
Holy shit, is that my girl Hillary Clinton? What's up, Hill Dog? Damn, that's what she was getting into her thick booty phase.
In raising the objection, because it does permit us to air some of these issues.
Not like
Why
Lunchy.
did a computing error in
Lunchy
Franklin
got all the
County initially
chi-chis.
award 4,258 extra votes to George Bush when only 638 people had actually voted?
I was not in this body 4 years ago, but what I observed
as a voter, as a citizen, as a bitch. Wow. Yeah. What was it? Democrats have objected to certifying the Electoral College wins for presidential contests of 2000, 2004, and 2016. Yeah, you guys remember all that shit? It wasn't that long ago that those guys were contesting all this shit and capable of basically doing everything that Trump tried to do and is now going to, I guess, jail for, or allegedly going to jail for, whatever. All of that stuff was already done before. We got videos, testimony, and it's like everybody's forgotten that. And we truly do live in a different country these days. Like 2004 to 2024, in 20 years, things have changed rapidly. And in my opinion, they haven't been good. Like, I've tried to tell people, I've been making content for a really, really long time, and I just don't really see how the future is going to shake out, you know? It's almost like there's a dark cloud clouding the forest, blocking my vision, but no, I truly do see the future. It's just, I'd rather not tell you how bleak and dark it looks, because eventually it'll lighten back up again, but there is going to be the dark age of technology that we're all going to have to survive through. Don't worry, though. The God Emperor King himself is going to bring us through the darkness. You'll just have to remember that it's the artificial intelligence war that's going to be raging for the next couple hundred, maybe even 1,000 years, that is going to really take up a lot of our time. Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah, United States of America, please, bitch, please, is what I gotta say. Whatever. In other news, apparently there's extreme heat happening all over the place. Arizona, Death Valley, California. We're breaking record levels of heat all over the place. I mean, it's hot here in fucking Carson City. It was like 95 degrees or some shit like that today. Like, that's pretty toasty out here in the mountains. But I mean, 110 degrees for 18 consecutive days, at least 115 degrees in the forecast for Maricopa is pretty big. But is that any bigger than Death Valley hitting 125 degrees today? And remember, it's not actually the hottest part of the year just yet, so the temperature's gonna be rising even more. I mean, we might even see 139 degrees in Death Valley, which is just a strong reminder for all of you white people out there and all of you non-white people, even if you're black or whatever. Probably a good time for you to be wearing that sunscreen. I also recommend eating chia seeds, drinking aloe vera water, coconut water, and, well, fucking water. Probably at double the rate that you would normally be consuming it. So yeah, if you think that you would normally drink one 20-ounce gallon or jug of water for every hour, you're going to be needing to drink about 2, because that's about how fast it's going to be coming out every little part of your ass. Trust me, I've been there. I know what it's like. If anything, you just like fucking wear a jacket Not a thick jacket, but something to cover you so the sun stays off of you. Because really, it's not about defeating the sun in the heat. It's just about making really good entryways and exit ways for air to get in and out of, and then covering all of your skin so you don't fucking burn. Yeah. So yeah, they're saying that the heat's going up. I don't know if it's going up that crazily, but some people are saying that, yeah, dude, I almost died of heat stroke driving through there. This is one of the main reasons that I ain't trying to... Oh yeah, that's just the jet flying by in the heat of the summer. Yeah. Furnace Creek, the unlikely little town in Death Valley inhabited by heat demons, will be the hottest place on Earth today at 127 degrees Fahrenheit, 52.7 degrees Celsius. Global warming, not quite. It's always been the hottest place on Earth. That's why they named it Death Valley 165 years ago. Yes. Got Stovepipe Wells, Furnace Creek, and Death Valley Junction, which I drive through there a lot. That's why I haven't gone anywhere, is because it's just too hot outside right now. You know, I don't want to fuck my car up driving 7 hours somewhere and then having that thing overheat or something like that. No fucking thank you. As soon as it cools down a little bit, we're going on the road, bitches. We going on the road. Yeah. Oh, nope. Can't play those. Those are dangerous. Dangerous videos. What's this? So it turns out the best political float was an anti-trans float. The judges had no idea we had two floats to choose from for political. You know what I hate? Hateful people. What's this? The Biden influence peddling timeline. Oversight.house.gov. Oh, sweet. Cool. That Committee on Oversight published a Biden influence peddling timeline. And it talks about Romania, the China CEFC, the China Bohai Harvest RSD Quality Investment Management Fund, and Kazakhstan. And shit, it goes all the way back to 2009. Holy shit balls. You mean that they've been following Joe Biden doing all of his influence peddling schemes for all this time, and they finally got it all down? But, oh, right. As long as Joe Biden gets his political opponents and shit arrested, he's never going to have to worry about all this stuff. Dude, he could just be like our forever president. He could be King Joe Biden. You think? King Joe Biden. Just think about how that rolls off. The first king of the United States of America. The Bidens. He could be our dictator. Yeah. Wow. I guess we're going to have to do a whole stream basically just on that particular thing. But yes, it seems that the parts of the investigation have been released, and it is very, very detailed, my friends. Like, it almost seems like they've done their homework quite extensively, and they have important dates and timelines associated to it. Even the time where denials were made, even though they have all of the information that goes back all the way to 2009 that says that Joe Biden's a fucking liar, even though we've known Joe Biden's a fucking liar since, like, I don't know, he was running for fucking the Senate or something, and he lied about a bunch of other shit. So, I don't know. I feel like it could go either really good or really bad, but right now everything leans really bad just because Elon Musk is a lying piece of shit. It's been censoring people, and until that situation changes, the overall flow of the universal timeline is going to be flowing in the same way, which means that we're all motherfucked. We're all motherfucked. Anyways, who gives a shit about political shit? Now on to some real important fucking news posted by Miss Susu, because she's up on all the hip-hop shit. They finally have some updates in the Tupac Shakur murder. Yes, that's right. East Coast versus West Coast. Biggie Smalls, Tupac Shakur, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, yes, the Las Vegas police have searched a home in connection to the murder of Tupac Shakur. That's right. Those Metropolitan Police Department people have confirmed they executed a search warrant at a home in Henderson related to an investigation of the death of rapper Tupac, and it's the first thing that's happened in the case in very many years. Yes, they searched a home located near the Interstate 11 and Wagon Wheel Drive, but no arrests were made. And if you didn't remember, it was September 7th, 1996 that legendary rapper Tupac Shakur was shot as he was traveling and stopped at a red light at the intersection of Flamingo Road and Koval Lane. Very interesting. They haven't given us any other information, but maybe they were looking for some firearms, some guns, some evidence, video footage, something. We don't know. But I figured, yeah, dude, maybe somebody's getting looked into. Maybe Suge Knight's getting fucked up. You know, who knows what's really going to be happening over here? I don't know. But it does seem like a very interesting update. Isn't that right, sweet baby? My good girl. Why do you got to look at me with those beautiful eyes? You look at me, you're so cute. You complete me. Oh, I complete you, daddy. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Here, we're gonna be together. Me and you. Like this. We're gonna be like Quato. You're just gonna be right here. Out of my belly. Like Quato. Daddy, I don't want to be a part of you. Oh, my mama. Yeah. All right. Well, don't fall down. Don't fall down. That's it, though. That's all we really had on Tupac. What's this? America First files a lawsuit against Attorney General Merrick Garland and the Biden DOJ over failure to enforce Hunter Biden's foreign agent registration. Oh, what? They didn't go after Biden? Oh, he's going to let his son get off of all that shit? Yeah, that's how it always goes down. That's how it always happens. Wow.
Joe Biden had the largest public investment in social infrastructure and environmental programs that is actually finishing what FDR started, that LBJ expanded on, and Joe Biden is attempting to complete. Programs to address education, medical care, urban problems, rural poverty, transportation, Medicare, Medicaid, labor unions. And he still is working on it.
Wow. Using Marjorie Taylor Greene, the chick that's going to impeach you or trying to impeach you in your campaign advertisements. Goddamn. Fantastic. Fantastic. And I guess the last strange story that we'll get into today would be Travis King, the United States soldier who defected to North Korea. That's right. A soldier from the United States of America has defected to North Korea. I mean, dog, they don't even have food there, dude. Like, they can't even feed their people. You think they're going to feed you? What are you? What the fuck? But yes, that's right. A U.S. soldier that willingly defected to North Korea has been identified as Private Second Class Travis King of the U.S. Army. He was a private, so he basically, like, fresh out of boot camp, dumbass, and he defected to North Korea. Wow. So they said that he served in the Cavalry Scout Unit in the regular Army since January of 2021 while receiving several awards, including the National Defense Service Medal, the Korean Defense Service Medal, and the Overseas Service Ribbon. And the Department of Defense officials previously confirmed to Newsweek that a U.S. soldier had willfully and without authorization crossed the demarcation line that divides North and South Korea, and he is believed to be in North Korean custody. So either this private is literally the dumbest fucking guy on the planet, or he's literally going to assassinate Kim Jong-un. Like, who knows? All we really know is that he crossed the line, got arrested, and apparently is now a North Korean. So I don't know what all information he would be able to give up and stuff, but maybe he's like some kind of secret super spy. And this is all just a ploy. Like a year or so, we're going to hear that this dude murdered fucking Kim Jong-un and freed the North Korean people from their bondage they've been in for many, many, many years. I mean, that would be a pretty fucking dope like ending to the story, but as it is right now, this guy's kind of a piece of shit. And you know, I just invented a really interesting backstory that probably could happen, but you know what? It's up to this fucking piece of shit to figure out if he's gonna want to make it happen. Are you the guy that's going to save the fucking North Koreans? Are you gonna fucking murder those motherfuckers? Are you just gonna fucking sit there, eat your fucking rice, motherfucker? Because that's all they're gonna be able to feed you is rice. I hope you ate a bunch of steaks before you fucking went over there, because you ain't eating any of that shit. Hey, you think you're gonna next time you can be eating beef sometime next year, motherfucker. Oh, and then I guess this is the last one, just because I mean it's just fucking insane, dude. According to Hodl Gaming or Hod Gaming, Moist Critical, a very, very popular game streamer and YouTuber, played a video game called Ark today, and literally the creators of the game crashed the servers while the dude was on stream, and during the video, they didn't even realize that it was the game creators that were crashing the game to keep them from playing it, but who knows? Maybe they thought they were getting raided or something like that, but yeah, that's Snail Games USA, the guys that create the very popular game called Ark Survival. Moist Critical decided to go online and try to play this fucking game for an hour, and he literally...
Diesel may have canceled it.
They literally shut the fucking thing down.
It's more than two. Some blueprints.
Okay, it's, if you all go to the island map, you can level to 60 in 10-ish minutes doing Note Run.
That feels like cheating.
That sounds...
Now it's letting me in.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I closed the game and opened it, and now it's letting me in.
Okay.
Trying now.
Wait, nope, I got login lock again.
Oh, you just...
We've been banned immediately.
They got banned immediately. Dude tries to get into the game, has only played the game for a total of 90 minutes. You see that right there? Playtime, 90 minutes. He's literally hasn't even played this fucking game. And they fucking banned him because they thought that they were raiding their servers. Which is just the fucking stupidest thing. Like, he got scammed, bro. They scammed him hard. Like, that's why I played that Ark game before. But the other reason I played it is because I got it for free through the Xbox Game Pass or whatever. But that game is just too much. I mean, maybe I would have loved it because I like Rust and all these other survival games or whatever. But literally, they got banned for being able to log in. Yeah, this is just a clip channel. See how it says Moist Charlie Clips, 1.3 million subscribers. So it's not his channel, it's a clip channel. Stream from Twitch, Moist Critical. Login blocked. Yeah. I don't know though. Kind of seems like fucked up. But as always, we got to end it with a beautiful message from the 1111 woo-woos out there. A message coming from the universe to my little lover, Lunchy, the goodest girl. Aretna, aka Earth, September 2nd, 2006. The teacher today is the beloved, whoever the fuck that is. The subject is turn your hearts towards the light. And the message was received by Lystic. Lystic. Nice. Thanks. The beloved. It requires persistent practice to develop your inner listening skills and to not misconstrue your thinking for my words. It is a fine line you walk. It is a delicate instrument being tuned to bring forth the purest of melodious sounds. It is my purpose to teach you how to pay attention or full attention, lest you miss a word or two of my instructions. See yourself as a musical instrument being played upon by a master musician who knows the melodious sounds you can bring forth with majestic clarity. Leave the clamor of the world behind when you come to me in silence of your heart. Pray for more clarity and purity, for understanding and wisdom, for increasing patience, and for, above all, for love, especially for yourself and the others in the same measure. Leave your low self-esteem feelings of unworthiness behind. All who believe are worthy of entering the kingdom of God. You and I have made a holy commitment towards the eventual perfection which can easily be started here on earth, rather than us having to wait until the next level of existence. It is an amazing thing to watch the mortals on this planet. Each one is born into the seventh psychic circle, and depending on their choices and decisions, they can traverse those inner circles from the seventh to the first. Meanwhile, a gradual awakening occurs towards comprehending. Gradual awakening towards comprehending the reality of the Creator God, as well as increasing the wholeheartedness and willingness to do His will. This is the coming of the kingdom of God into the heart of each individual believer who strives with a childlike faith and trust towards the knowing that there is no need to worry about tomorrow, as today is sufficient unto itself. There will be a great deal less stress in life when materialism is given a much lesser priority and the Father in heaven is given a greater place in the thought process of mankind. Be like a flower and turn your heart towards the light. Wow. Earth. Yeah, dude. So, that's the message for you guys today. I think it's rather simplistic. Listen to that inner source. Don't confuse it for your own fucking thoughts. And, yes, always turn towards the light. The light. Just turn towards the light. Oh, yes, always go towards the light. No, don't go towards the light. Ah! All right, that's it. That's all I got for you. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Either way, me and Lunchy out. I gave her kisses, but we're going to go do other shit now. So, hopefully you guys had some good times today. Like button, subscribe, follow, whatever, Best show on the internet out. Peace. Later. Adios. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Or whatever. Oh, mommy, mama. Wow, you sat right here at the desk all day today. What a good puppy. What an internet girl. Internet girl. Love you.